In this series, you're going to learn about ChatGPT Prompt Engineering, and this will help you to write effective and useful prompts. And this is our part 5 video in this series. So as a quick introduction, throughout this series, we're going to be learning the following topics. So the first one is how to guide ChatGPT to think, and this is one of the videos that we're going to be going over today. The second one is the iterative prompt development. The third one is inferring and summarizing text. The fourth one is transforming text. The fifth one is expanding text. And finally, sixth, you're going to learn how to create your own chatbot. So this is just a summary of what we're going to be doing throughout this series. In today's video though, we're going to be learning about how to guide ChatGPT to think. So inside of this section, you're going to learn 2 key principles of prompting and how you can apply them using ChatGPT. And since there are many ideas inside of this section, we're going to be breaking this section down into multiple videos and parts. We're going to be going over 2 principles, and the first one is how to write clear and specific instructions. And in our last video, which was our part 4 video, we learned about the tip of how to ask for structured output. And for example, we could ask for a coding language, we could ask for another type of coding language, and so on. But in today's video, this part 5 video, we're going to learn about few-shot prompting. And few-shot prompting basically means to give successful examples of completing tasks, and then ChatGPT, you're going to ask it to perform a similar task to the first one that you gave. So furthermore, what is few-shot prompting? So few-shot prompting is where you take some successful task and then you make ChatGPT perform a task to respond in a similar way. So now let's try this inside of ChatGPT and let's see what we can get. So now we're inside of ChatGPT and this is going to be our prompt. So the task is to answer in a consistent style. So here we have a child that we're just going to write in these angled brackets, and we're just going to say that the child teach me about patience. And then what we're going to say is that the grandparent here in this bracket here is explaining what patience actually is. So in this case, he said patience is the ability to endure difficult circumstances, delays, or frustrations without becoming agitated or anxious. And then after that, what we're writing is the child. Then the child asks, teach me about resilience. And then hopefully, if we enter this, then ChatGPT should keep on answering with the grandparent saying what resilience actually is. Actually try this out from ChatGPT. So we're just going to wait for that to submit. And here you can see that ChatGPT responded with the grandparent here, and the grandparent says what resilience actually is. So resilience is the inner strength that helps you to bounce back from setbacks or challenges and so on. So here you can see that we just did few-shot prompting. So we gave a successful example. So the child said, teach me about patience. And then we wrote the grandparent writing about what patience actually was. And then after that, we write that the child asked about, teach me about the resilience. And then the grandparent responded with what resilience actually is. So this is an example of few-shot prompting, and you can obviously just try this out by yourself in ChatGPT as well. And that summarizes everything you need to know for few-shot prompting. And in our next video, you're going to be learning about our second principle